Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Kaelyn and I were just having a conversation about fruitcake, as there is a fruitcake sitting here in the studio, and I like fruitcake. I don't know, a lot of folk, it's kind of like a love it or hate it thing. You never really run into anybody that says, oh, fruitcake's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty polarizing. I think people have strong opinions about it. I'm not sure why.
I don't know. I don't know either. I mean, there's nothing wrong with fruitcake. It's fruit and cake together. And they say fruit's good for you. Mm-hmm. And what's wrong with cake?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I've never tried it, so I have no opinion over it.
You have no opinion, so you've never tried fruitcake.
No.
Well, if you're going to try fruitcake, I would advise not that type of fruitcake. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's like the homogenized, factory-produced, mass-produced fruitcake. Mm-hmm. If you're going to try fruitcake, try something that, like, if you know a good cook in your, good baker in your family.
Have my grandma make me one.
Okay, have her make one.
Then we can have a good decision about it.
That's right, old-time family recipe. So we're going to talk a little Lady Bulldog basketball. Kaelyn Greathouse is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
And guys went down to Carlsbad last night.
We did.
Yeah, fought them hard.
Yeah, it was a good comeback, I think. I wish the outcome would have been a little different. If we would have fought a little harder a little earlier, I think it would have been, but it is what it is. So.
Yeah. Well, they're tough. I mean, they've had it. They got a good record, and they've got some good players. So
good players, good season. That'll do us really well for district. So
that's right.
I'm looking forward to the future.
There you go. Well, next week you guys get to road trip.
Yes, we have a tournament for like 3 or 4 days. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, going down to Las Cruces.
Mm-hmm.
I take it the team is going to stay in Las Cruces.
I know we're going to stay in that area.
The area?
Yeah, I don't know if it's in Cruces, but I know we're staying in that area.
Okay. And then you've got 3 games in the Las Cruces Hoopla. You have to say it that way. Hoopla. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you go to Deming and play Deming on Thursday.
Yeah,
so.
And so we've actually already played Deming, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. So when you guys take a trip like that, you have a game. Mm-hmm. Like I think Mondays is at noon or something like that. So then what do you do the rest of the day?
Coach Hotling actually gave us more or less of a detailed itinerary of like the stuff that we will be doing. So I'm sure we'll put up some shots outside of our games and watch film and do some team bonding stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay.
Do you guys get to I know with all the COVID restrictions and stuff like that, can you go to the mall? Can you go?
I have no idea.
Out venturing?
I'm sure I could maybe swing a few things here and there, but I have no idea.
Yeah. You been to Las Cruces before?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in Las Cruces that you want to make sure you go visit or see?
No. I think maybe we could go watch a movie or something just because we don't have a theater here anymore, and I think that would be nice as like a team bonding thing, but I have no idea what's going to end up happening.
Well, now that may depend on the movie.
That's also true.
So what would you vote for a movie? I hear the Spider-Man movie's pretty good.
I haven't seen Spider-Man yet, and I really want to go watch it. But we'll see.
I hear it's really good.
I think a lot of that's up to Coach Hotling. What he deems like good enough for us to watch, I guess. I honestly don't know what else is in theaters though.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I missed the Bond movie, and now it's for sale.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
You can buy the Bond movie, but I really don't know what is at the. Let's see, movie show times. Let's look at movie show times. Spider-Man: No Way Home is out, as we talked about. Mm-hmm. The Matrix Resurrections.
I heard that one's really good too, though.
Okay.
Because I really like The Matrix.
You like The Matrix? Mm-hmm. All right. But that's just at theaters near me. There aren't any theaters near me. Let's see. Yeah, it's Carlsbad and Roswell. Let's see, Galaxy 8. What do they have? It looks like the only thing they have... Is that right?
I think they're showing Spider-Man in a lot of those theaters.
Okay.
And more than one at a time. So I think they have a
now, this movie's been out 4 weeks. Encanto?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't either. West Side Story. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. It's the remake of the original musical.
Oh, it is a musical. Okay. I was going to say, isn't that a musical? But
it is a musical. This one's been out 5 weeks. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I didn't know that was coming out.
It was supposed to come out last year, but it got pushed back to this year.
I'm sure it's a good movie. I haven't. Once again, I had no idea it was out.
You're busy. Busy. Let's see. This one's been out a week. Nightmare Alley. Are you into
I bet you that one's good.
Horror movies?
I like horror movies.
You like horror movies? Okay. This one's been out 4 weeks. This one has Lady Gaga stars in it. House of Gucci.
I heard that one's good too. I just haven't. I can't even tell you the last time I went to the movie theater.
Yeah. She plays a lady who marries into the Gucci family and hires hit people to kill her husband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's actually, it is based off of a true story. And Lady Gaga said she didn't want to interview the woman that she was, like, playing, like, her character, because I guess she's a really awful woman, but, which is fair.
Well, it sounds like she is, if that's true, you know.
She hired a hitman to kill her husband.
That's not a good thing, you know. That's like, wrong.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Eternals has been out about 7 weeks.
I have no idea what that is either.
Another one of those Marvel movies, I think. And then this one's on Paramount Plus on the streaming. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I've gotta go watch that one as soon as I get home. It's just it's on my must-watch list now.
And then the last one, this has been out 4 weeks now. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City.
It's actually based off of a video game.
Yes.
Resident Evil's a video game.
Yes.
I've never played it, never watched the movie, so.
So of all those, anything...
Clifford,
okay. Clifford the Big Red Dog. Well, that might be a good movie to go
Coach
to.
Hotling might let us go watch Clifford as a team. Might be fun.
Well, the thing is, I think it's on Paramount Plus, so you just need a computer or a phone or whatever, and you can...
We might just sit in one room all together and just gather around the bed, just watch Clifford for a night. I feel like that'd be super funny.
So where do you guys, where does Coach take you guys to eat usually on trips like this?
Hopefully we go to Chick-fil-A because we don't have one here. And usually when we go out of town to like cruises, and we've been through El Paso a few times, we usually get Chick-fil-A. And like the last time we went through El Paso, we had Whataburger. So stuff that we don't have like in Artesia.
Whataburger's good. They've got a Hatch green chili bacon double right now that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But like you, I never get to go to Chick-fil-A because there just isn't one around here.
Yeah, so hopefully we go to like...
So what's your go-to when you walk into Chick-fil-A? Does everybody get the same thing, or do you have a go-to?
No, he actually lets us all order whatever we want pretty much. I get a 12-piece, the chicken nuggets.
12-piece chicken nuggets? And then you get the Chick-fil-A sauce?
I actually mix the Chick-fil-A sauce and the Polynesian sauce. And I know it's weird, but it's really good, so...
I didn't think that was allowed. I thought the Chick-fil-A sauce stood on its own, you know.
I feel like if anybody watched me do it, they'd probably spit my food or something.
No.
It's pretty good.
You know, I've seen people put ketchup on hash browns at McDonald's, you know.
I've seen that too.
You know, and it's
weird,
like...
But...
So, no, you're fine. I thought... Because, like I said, I never get to go to Chick-fil-A because we don't have one around here. But I think we went one time on one of our trips to cover a game, and we stopped in the El Paso area, and there was like this battle over the sauce. Like there wasn't enough sauce. Oh, wow. You know, can I dip in? No, you can't dip in my sauce. You get your own sauce. You know, go argue with them at the counter to get more sauce. Yeah. I didn't know if that was outside of our little group, you know, if that was just normal at Chick-fil-A.
No, Coach Pollard does the same thing, so I think it's funny.
Oh, Coach Pollard does? Fights over the sauce?
Well, she uses the same sauce I do, so I always have to go get hers for her. So
I don't understand that. That's your sauce, you know. Stay out of my sauce. That's crazy. What position you play on the team?
Point guard, but I've been playing a little bit of shooting guard and like wing and stuff like that. So
okay. So what's your when you're playing point guard? What's your role then? What do you? I take it you. I'm there to facilitate points for other players for the most part. Okay. So you run the offense basically?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you have to look to the bench, I guess, when the play is called.
Have a lot of little side talks with our coaches on the court.
So. About what's working, what want to try.
What defense we need to be in, what offense we need to run, stuff like that.
Okay. Does the coach just say what the play is, or is there code words, or is there like? And I'm not trying to give away any. We're not trying to, scout the team. Is there like a hand signal?
Figure it out on film. It's hand signals, and then it's like numbers for defense, and a lot of that's just so he can relay information using like as little words as possible. So, but there are hand signals just because sometimes we have plays that like sound like each other, so the hand signals like define definitely what we're supposed to do.
So what's the oddest name that's used for a play in your mind?
We have like ones after colors, and then we have one called Aggie and one called Tech, and it's just nothing too odd, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I've heard some of those words,
Probably we have one called Thumb, which it's not that odd, but I guess it could be weirder.
Where does that word coming from? Well, there was a quarterback that used to play in the NFL back years ago. His word he'd say was Omaha. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it meant anything.
Just some random word that he decided to pick.
Yeah, he just as a filler in between other things, and he just said Omaha, and he was so loud it was picked up by the sideline mics and stuff like that. So it sounds like the Lady Bulldogs this year is Thumb.
Yeah.
So everybody in the crowd needs to hold up their thumb whenever Coach says that.
Yeah, Coach does do that, so it's pretty funny.
Thumb. Well, that's good. So after the tournament, you're getting closer and closer to district. Mm-hmm. Have you team had a chance to even look at or scout or talk about any of the other district opponents like Lovington or Goddard or?
Yeah, Carlsbad was useful for us last night because there's not anybody in our district that's like as long and lengthy as them. Because Portales has a few tall girls, Lovington doesn't have a ton, and then Goddard doesn't have a ton. So it's just like seeing the things that we're seeing from other teams and knowing how to use that to our advantage in district. So more or less, we haven't like sat down and scouted them yet, but we're going to.
Here in the next little bit. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So Christmas is Saturday.
Yes.
Are you ready? Have you had time?
Feel like Christmas.
Well, what would make it feel like Christmas?
Snow.
Well, yeah, but where do you live?
I know. I'm disappointed every single year, but
yeah,
it's all right. It's been really temperate this year. Like, it's been moderate.
It has been.
Moderate summer, moderate winter. It's just...
Yeah, we had a lot of rain earlier this year. Now we've had a lot of tumbleweeds this year. So it's hard to get into the Christmas spirit.
I don't know. Christmas I feel like it snuck up on me this year. So.
Yeah, but you're ready.
Yes, I'm excited.
Got it all set. Do you help with the decorating at the house?
My mom makes me wrap gifts and...
Makes you wrap gifts?
Makes me wrap. I'm allowed to wrap gifts. I know she's going to watch this later and get mad at me, so...
Well, I think wrapping gifts would just be something you would want to do. I didn't think anybody was made to wrap gifts. It is. Well, it is if you want to do it, if you do it right.
Yeah.
So, are you a super efficient wrapper, or?
I'm really slow, but I do it well.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Okay, good. You got everybody's gifts. Everybody's all taken care of. Have you kind of dropped any hints as to what you want for Christmas?
My mom just kind of asked me, and I was like, well, this would be nice. And so I should know what I'm getting for Christmas. So.
Yeah. So, well, good. Well, hopefully that'll be good. And you're celebrating Christmas at home this year, I guess? Any family coming to visit?
I think my grandparents are here, but I honestly don't know. I assume my whole family's here, but...
Yeah. Well, that's good.
They came to my game last night, so I assume they're going to stay.
Well, that's good. Well, that's nice when you have a nice crowd. I couldn't really tell from the video what kind of crowd. Joby kept talking about how there was a good crowd there.
Yeah, the crowd for the boys' game was good. Honestly, I don't pay attention much when I'm playing.
You're focused on the game.
The boys' crowd was really good. So.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, and it's hard to tell from the video because the video's focusing on the game and not necessarily shooting the crowd. Now, Joby kept mentioning that the student section gets pretty loud. They're right on the floor, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
they, I think they don't like a few of our players, so they were just kind of making fun of them, which it was kind of unsportsmanlike, but I think our guys handled it really well and did really well because of it. And that was a really close game.
Yep.
So.
Yep. No, it was. I thought for a minute there,
I thought they were going to pull it off. I really thought they had it in the bag, but.
Well, that one kid from Carlsbad was, I think the first 4, 5, 6 shots he took were threes that he hit all the, I mean, he was just hitting them boom, boom,
yeah,
boom.
one of those kids. And one of them was even not shooting as well as he usually does, and he still shot really well. So.
Well, it was only like 40 to something, so it wasn't a high-scoring game to begin with. I think both teams were missing a lot of
it was like
shots.
42-40 or something like that. Like, it was really close.
It was close, and but do fans ever have nicknames for you? Like when you go to Carlsbad, and like if you have to inbound right there in front of them, I noticed they have like a security person.
Yeah.
A lady with a vest that just kind of walks in along there whenever the ball is inbounded over there. It's like,
honestly,
what's she gonna do?
They're not awful to us. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because more people show up for the guys' game or they're more intense or whatever. They're not typically awful to the girls, and maybe it's just because we're girls. And
yeah, I don't know.
Fine by me, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, but it is kind of it's a different experience that you get at other places. Like here in Artesia, you've got the wall. I mean, you're kind of lower down, and then you've got the little glass wall, and then
it's like a separation thing.
It's separation, but when you're in Carlsbad, it's on that side.
Right on the floor.
You're right on the floor there, and that's kind of a fun experience. Are there some other places you like to play that are fun?
I don't know. I enjoy Goddard if it's a good game.
Yep.
Just because that's really close together, too. I don't like that our fans can't sit on the ground, like on the bottom floor.
And everybody else's can.
Yeah.
I'll pull up video like Goddard played Roswell the other night.
Yeah.
And there's Roswell people there.
Apparently there's history behind that. I don't know anything. I haven't been around that long, but apparently there's history behind that.
Yeah.
Carlsbad's fun to play in if the student section isn't being awful to you, and I like Levington just because I know people there, but that's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, well, Levington's kind of in between.
Yeah, and they're not super far.
Yeah, but they're not as close as Goddard, but they're a little further away. How about Hobbs? Have you played in Hobbs?
I have. Hobbs is a long drive, and I typically, I don't know. Their gym's kind of set up weird, too.
It is.
So it's odd.
The band is right down on the floor, and then the benches are on the ends.
Yeah, it's just odd.
It is odd, and so it makes it harder to hear thumb when you're on the other side of the floor from the coach.
And the benches are set up super weird, so that's weird to me too. But
yeah, it's a little different. Well, Centennial, which is where you're going to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's kind of like Carlsbad. There's a mezzanine and upper seating, and then there's the floor and some floor
I don't think
seating.
I've ever been to Centennial.
It's a fairly new school, so it's nice. And they've got a big board. I don't think they run video on it, but they've got the score, big scoreboard and everything. It's nice. So you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so.
All right. Kaelyn Greathouse, thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
And try a good fruitcake. not the store-bought thing, but try a good fruitcake. I think you'll like it. So, all right. Very good. Okay.